Hey everybody, welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee, and up here Campbell's, what is this? Campbell's Music Room Guitars. Let's check this place out. I gave him a call ahead of time because I don't want to just come in and be that guy. What is this place?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey man, I'm Jeremy.
Hey Kyle, good to meet you.
Kyle, is this your place?
Yep.
Dude, that's so cool. So you're into a little of everything.
A little bit, if I can get my hands on it.
That's cool. Did you grow up around here?
I did not. I've been here about 22 years. The store's been here since '99.
Oh, that's awesome.
I bought it in 2018 from the, pretty much from the original owner.
Okay. That's a stressful time to, well,
yeah, it was
shortly before a stressful time.
Weird time to start, a music store, but it worked out. It's all right. Here, specifically, I ended up in Knoxville. I mean, I guess coming with my wife, but played music, had a couple bands doing singer-songwriter stuff. Was interested in this region because I'd fallen into playing banjo and mandolin and, you know, kind of going down the bluegrass rabbit hole.
But you feel like you got a punk rock core to
Absolutely.
you. Okay.
Yeah, and that's still my approach. Like, and you know, came into bluegrass music through the jam band. You know,
oh, cool.
That route. You know, the way a lot of I think people in California got into bluegrass through Jerry Garcia. You know, so
Dude.
like people like that. But then going and seeing Doc Watson and Taj Mahal and. It just, those fellas got me into the banjo, and that's really where it all went. So the first bass video I ever learned from was Flea. He came out with this one where he had River Phoenix interviewing him, and he was explaining, you know, his take on playing music is you have to play every note like you're about to die.
Whoa.
Like that note is going to be your last note, and that always stuck with me. Boing, no spring reverb. That's what it's about. It's a little up for mixed guitar, a little up for but that's a trade-off.
Right.
Yeah.
So there is like no saddle on this thing, but it sounds really good, and it's so heavy.
These were great. Cables and stuff.
Right, like
okay.
how that'll work.
But it is
It's good. It's a good Rhode Island, like a westerly Rhode Island, but it's got Lynn's guitars here in Knoxville and Oak Ridge. So, I mean, this guitar's been here in Knoxville since, what year is it, 70 something? 77? It's 10 years older than me. I like this. Desperately needs a neck reset, but I'm betting it would be a complicated one to reset because it's a 3-piece neck. And so a lot of people won't want to do it, but there is no saddle. But I like this guitar.
Are these a lot?
Here's a Martin Shenandoah. So Martin Shenandoahs were made in Japan and then assembled in the U.S. And there was a class action lawsuit. There was some issue with Martin about this. I have another video about Martin Shenandoahs, but solid spruce top, and then they're all going to be laminate back and sides. They look great. The easiest way to tell them apart, because this one is complicated, because it has a really cool looking headstock. But if you look at the model name, it's going to be 00028 and then the 32. That prefix of the 32, that's the designation for a Martin Shenandoah. It also will say, oh, also it's a bolt-on neck, because there's a cover in there. So interesting. But usually they sound pretty good. Has a pick pickup, there probably is like a Martin thin line, I would bet, or if I had to guess, or maybe the gold line. Also, this one, no saddle at all. It doesn't need a neck reset because the action's low, but there's no saddle, so you're probably losing a little bit of tone with the saddle down that low. And then also, it has a signature on it, Ed King. What? Ed King. And it says Sweet Home Alabama on this one. I played Ed King's Les Paul a couple of years ago, so that's cool. I bet this went to a show and somebody played it and brought it and had it signed at one of the events. If I had to guess, I don't know the actual story.
These definitely last. And I always really worry.
72 D35. One of my favorite Martins I've ever owned was a 72 D35, but it was a D1235, which was a 12 fret slot headstock, 12 string version of a D35. But this is a good one. Has some saddle. May need a neck reset. Feels like it used to have a pickup. Ain't there no more. But cool, good checking. One little crack on the back here.
Yes, they have channels and you set them up to each other.
Oh, tuners have been swapped. Yeah, you can see the bushings were. So the bushings on this, you can see how much more they've aged than the other, and then very indicative of the 70s, that really dark kind of logo. But cool, how's it sound? This is the best of the three so far.
That is a 31.
Okay.
But I might be getting it confused. I had a 37 and I had a 31.
Yeah.
I'll have to look because I
don't know.
Just hung that fell up.
Yeah, it doesn't have a tag, but it sounds great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have about it should be about 18.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so loud.
I know, and it
is really loud.
Yeah.
And the cone's not like squashed down.
It should be the right cone. The only thing I tell is somebody refinished it, that copper, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's like a guitar band at the Grand Ole Opry. I think he's a good guitar player. He's like, don't listen to what anybody else does. I can stand to change my strings, then I'd like an extra. You know how that goes. And she can try the nines and go for it.
Yeah, she's making sure.
but all right, so.
Holy cow, this is the kind of shop that restores my hope in small guitar shops. Because one of my fears is that I think that lots of small guitar shops are just gone. And what's really cool is, so this shop was, Kyle bought this shop in 2018, which is a stressful time to buy a guitar shop, but it's so cool. Cool strings, cool pedals, cool everything. If you're a younger guitar player and you're trying to figure out what kind of guitar you would like and all that stuff, this is the kind of place you need to find, because you can go try all kinds of different body shapes and scale lengths and materials and manufacturers and all these different things, and you'll start to get a really good understanding of what you like in guitars. and then where you need to head next. So, man, how cool is this? Campbell's Music Room in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm in love with this guitar shop.
They only did that for that short kind of time
What
in the
is it?
70s. I don't know why, but they are considered A models, not F models.
That is crazy. I have never seen this.
Yeah, lump scroll, 1974.
What if that was, imagine that being like your nickname?
Lump scroll.
Old Lump Scroll.
Lump scroll.
He'll get here in a minute. Dude, that's awesome. It's cool. It doesn't like it sounds like an A. Like it doesn't have that like crazy woofy bitey thing of an F.